morning and happy Wednesday. So we're going to start out with our ELA with our reading, but I want to go ahead and tell you what we have for today. We're going to read Lazy Days in the Trees, and you're going to use your reading discourse cards with your parents after we read the story, and they're going to ask you some questions about the story, okay? Letterland, we're going to complete the blend sheets. There's 2 of them. We're going to do one whole one together on here on the videos, and then you're going to try to do the other one by yourself and submit it into Class Dojo on your student portfolio. I really need you guys to be submitting your work in. I only have a few people submitting their work in. Just submit it in so I can make sure that you're doing it correctly and things, okay? Science, there is no science this week. Sorry guys, Archer's playing. But there is social studies. Is everyone unique? We did parts 1 and 2 the other day, but you drew a self-portrait and you wrote 2 sentences about yourself, and now today you're going to do parts 3 through 5. Your parents will need to help you with that, with the social studies part. In math, we're going to do complete day 8, that is lesson 22 of module 4, and then in specials, you're going to pick a PE and art activity. So we're going to go ahead and start with ELA, okay? So let's start with ELA. We're going to start with reading. We're going to read this story. So I want you to go ahead and get your reading packet. You need to hit pause if you need to. Go ahead and get your reading packet, and when you're ready, we will start. Hit unpause when you're ready. Alright guys, so we're going to read Lazy Days in the Trees. Does anybody know what kind of animal that is? Do you know what kind of animal that is? It's a sloth. Good. And they are lazy, so let's read about them. So this says tree life. So this is what this section of the story is going to be about, okay? Trees are important to sloths. Sloths live in the treetops of rainforest. The animal climbs trees. They eat the leaves. They curl up in the branches to sleep. And then remember, we have a picture. So underneath the picture, there's going to be a caption telling us what the picture is about. And this says, a sloth lives in trees. And here he is, just chilling out in that tree. Now this part of the story is called trumpet trees. Some sloths like the trumpet tree. It looks like an umbrella. A trumpet tree has a long trunk and large leaves. Sloths eat the juicy leaves. They hang on the tree while they eat. So do you see how that looks like an umbrella? That could be the umbrella, and then we push it up and then the umbrella comes out. So that is why it looks like an umbrella. And then here he is eating the leaves on the tree. And so the picture, there's a caption underneath it. Sloths eat the leaves on trees. Long, strong claws. So we're going to learn about their claws in this part, okay? Sloths hang onto trees with their claws. Their claws are sharp and long. They bend like hooks. Claws help sloths hang from branches. Sloths use them to grab and eat leaves. They use them to move around. And then the caption says, sloths use their claws to eat and climb. So you see how his claws, he's hanging on with his claws, and then he's eating. He's got something going into his mouth. Slow days. The word sloth means lazy. So that is what sloth means. That's the meaning behind it. It is a good name for these animals. Sloths take a long time to move a short way. They are the slowest animals on earth. Sloths move slowly in the trees. When sloths are not moving, they are sleeping. Sloths sleep 20 hours a day. So there's 24 hours in a day, and sloths sleep 20 of those. So they're only awake 4 hours a day. We go to school longer than that. We're in school 7, 8 hours a day, and they're asleep. They only climb down when they need to poop They do that once a week. Then they go back to resting in the trees. Sloths sleep in the tree. So that's kind of funny. So we read about pandas this week, right? And when we were reading about pandas, when pandas, after they eat their big old feast, they lay down and rest. And while they're resting and sleeping, they can poop up to 40 times during that time they're resting. Just that day while they're resting. And a sloth only does it once a week. So that's the difference between the animals right there. That's a pretty cool fact. We're not going to do those today. We're not on the questions today. I believe that's going to be for us tomorrow. So what you're going to do is you're going to stop the video, or you can replay it to read the story again. And when you're done, you're going to ask your parent to ask you some of the questions about the story with your reading discourse cards that were in your packet, okay? Alright, when you are done with reading for the day, I want you to head on over to Letterland. We're going to need some crayons, okay? Alright, see you guys over there.